Hey, fourth graders. Today's bittersweet for me. Welcome back to the very last day of September's Number Corner. You guys have worked so hard, and we finally made it to the last day. So, in honor of the last day, let's look at our calendar grid and make a prediction about what you think today's marker is going to look like. What do you think? All right, let's check it out. Wow, is it what you expected? We went from one heel bone, 3 scrolls, 1 heel bone, and 9 staff to 3 scrolls and 3 heel bones. Very interesting. Okay, well, you know what we have to do. We have to add it to our calendar grid recording sheet. So let's do that. Okay, so today is September 30th. I can't believe it's the last day of September. How crazy. It went by so quickly, didn't it? It did, you're right. So our number, our Egyptian symbol, had 3 scrolls and 3 heel bones. So that makes today's number what? You got it, 330. Very good. Okay. Remember I said it's the last day, so I'm checking to see if you remember some of the things that we've done throughout this month. So I want you to pick a card, any calendar marker for this month, and explain to me how you determine the equivalent modern number. Okay, so let's do the 16th. Right? So how do we find the equivalent modern number? Right, the expression would be 100 plus 70 plus 6. Very good. Let's choose another. The 20th. That's a good one. So what would the expression be for that one? I like it. I hear 2 times 100 plus 2 times 20. Very good. What does that equal? Right, 240. You got it. Well, since we've completed our markers or turned over all of them so far, take a moment and just study the calendar grid and see if you can make any additional observations that you may not have noticed as we went throughout the month of September. And I'll put these back to give you a really good idea. Do you have any new observations? Okay. Do you see any new patterns? Cool. Great. Now, just to make sure you really understand what's happening with our calendar grid, we have one more worksheet to complete, and it's called Cracking the Code. Okay, Cracking the Code is on page 4 in your Number Corner journal, so I'll give you a moment to get there. All right, great. Let's take a moment and fill in the very top of our key here. Do you remember how much a staff is worth? 1. Correct. Do you remember how much a heel bone is worth? 10. Correct. How about a scroll? You got it, 100. And the lotus flower. Good, 1000. So this page is unique because sometimes they ask for you to find the modern number, and sometimes they ask for you to draw the ancient Egyptian numerals. So you're going to have to figure out which one based on what they give you. So here's an example. First one, done for you. First couple are done for you. They give you an ancient numeral, here's the modern number. Give you the ancient numeral, here's the modern number. Same here. But on the remainder, you have to figure out what the modern numeral is, or you have to draw the ancient Egyptian symbol. So go ahead and pause this video and work through that. All right, let's go through them. What'd you get? Good. For the first one, you got 63. Awesome. Okay, we're just going to go straight down the column here. Looks like this one was done for you. What did you get here? Good, 425. Awesome, 425. Okay, I'm just going to skip around to the next column. What you get here with the lotus flowers and the scrolls and the heel bones? Good, 4,230. Nice. And how about this lotus flower down here? Awesome, 1,010. No hundreds, no ones. Now, the other ones you were supposed to draw your symbols, so now I want you to check your work with mine. For lotus flowers, I'm actually just going to draw a square, or a rectangle, I should say, because it's really hard to draw lotus flowers using my computer. All right, so here are my pictures. For 3,325, we needed 3 lotus flowers, and remember, those are representing my lotus flower. 300, so 3 scrolls, 25. For 3,006, 3,006. 1,051, 1 lotus flower, 5 heel bones, 1 staff, and 650. 6 scrolls. I know they kind of look like E's, some of them. I tried as best as I could to make them not look like an E. And then 5 heel bones, 650. Good job. In October, we're going to have a new pattern. I can't wait to see what it is. So good job with calendar grid. The next thing I want to wrap up, since today is our last day of Number Corner, is looking at our number line and our multiples of 2, 3, and 6. So here it is. You may notice it looks a little different than when we did it together, and that's simply because I wanted to make sure you can really see the green key, which represents our multiples of 3. So I put the green above the blue, and that's why it may look a little different to you. So, what can you say about this number line? Right. We have a lot of even numbers here, not very many odd numbers, and only odds are for multiples of 3. Good. Multiples of 2 and multiples of 6 have all even numbers. Multiples of 3 are both even and odd. What else do you notice? You're right, there are more multiples of 2 than 3, more multiples of 3 than 6. So what can you conclude from that? Yeah, that the bigger the number, the fewer the multiple. So, remember when we played Splat? Right? So think about some of the mathematical ideas that the game was asking you to use and try to help me understand what you learned from playing that game. I'll pull up our Splat game board while you're thinking. Right, it is fairly easy to multiply big numbers, especially if you break them down. So you get 60 times 80, 60 is 6 times 10, 80 is 8 times 10, and you can rearrange the numbers to do 6 times 8 and 10 times 10. That's really good. What else? Awesome! Playing this game helped you understand the associative property, which is kind of like what I just said about rearranging numbers. And then remember we use parentheses when it's an associative property. That's great. I'm glad you enjoyed playing Splat. I did too. I just wish that I won every single time I played. I'm a sore loser, I know. All right, guys. So that's it for our computational fluency for September's Number Corner. Next month, you're going to continue adding multiples to the number line, and you're going to learn a new game. Can't wait to see what that game looks like. Thanks again for all your hard work for September's Number Corner. I appreciate you sticking with me and participating throughout the whole video. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day, and I can't wait to see what happens for October's Number Corner. Bye-bye.